Sorry, y'all. I forgot my shit was muted. What's going down, y'all? What's going down? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Lord, we got a long one this morning, y'all. We do. We got 3 shows to talk about. And I'm going to chalk it all down to about an hour. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes. I ain't got all day up here with y'all. Good morning. What's good, big bro? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, big bro? I see. What's going on with you, big bro? Hit me up in my DM because you keep coming up here with all these different names. Who was you hiding from? What's T? Let me know some, honey. What's good, y'all? It's 33 people up here, so y'all already know what I'm gonna do. All the late hoes gonna come in late like they always do. So we're gonna go on ahead and get this intro started, waiting on all of the late hoes to come straggling on up in here. But let me see. P. Norman, and what's good? What's good, Corey? What's good, CC Freak? What's good, Jonathan? What's good, Red Dawn? All True Sweet Revenge. Yeah, that's Profit. What's happening? What's happening? Big bro, guess I'm gonna make you another moderator. You gonna need to keep your name intact. What's good, y'all? What's good, Frida? What's happening? Lil baby, what's good? Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. All right, I'm back, y'all. My bad. I told y'all I have ordered a lot of stuff from Amazon and Fashion Nova and some other places that I shall not name. I ordered a lot of stuff from. So that's what that was about. Anyway, back to y'all. What's good, Resta Gal, L. Lewis, Rasta? What's good? What's good, Brittany? J to the B, what's good? HFG, what's happening? D. Williams, what's T? Remain Touchable, what's happening? Najee, what's good? Stephanie, what up? Rachel, what's good? Carrie, what's good? T.I. Dub, what's happening? Did I get everybody? Shots with T, what's good? Shots with T. Keisha, what's up? Lil Mackie, what's good? Aaron Reviews, what's happening? Jamie Johnson, Carla Jr., Sheena McConnell, what's good, y'all? What's good? Okay, 90 people. 10 more folk up ahead, and I start this thing. What's good? Sweet. As y'all walking in, y'all already know what to do. Go on ahead and hit up that like button. It's 96 people up ahead. It should be 96 likes and not 45. Y'all already know how I get down. Go on ahead and hit that like button before y'all come in. You understand me? If y'all want to get up in the church, y'all gonna have to hit up that like button. And then the ushers is gonna give you a name for you to a name tag for you to put on your lapel, for you to write your name down, wherever it may be, and then the ushers will seat you accordingly. Okay, but you ain't gonna get none of that good treatment until y'all like up this video. I'm sick of y'all hoes coming up in here, take a good advantage of me early in the morning. I have to get up here and be funny for y'all, and all I want y'all to do is give me a little measly like that's free as hell, and y'all just want to come and gag and roast and then don't want to give a bitch no like. If y'all want this to put, everybody keep telling me they want me to get over 100,000 subscribers, bitch, this is the way to do it. Because the likes that you all give pushes my video through the algorithm. How do y'all think that other live that I did about Jamal Bryant and Monique and all of them went well over 30,000 views? Because all of the likes that I got. So y'all go on ahead and like up this button. Stop being selfish. All I want y'all to do is like. I ain't asking y'all for nothing but a like. Now, damn it. Sick of this shit. Yeah, you still got to hit the like button even though you're sitting in the overflow. Your ass should have came on time like everybody else. You know this is a mega church. You know the parking lot get full quick. You know the damn main floor get full quick. Plus the balcony. You should have had your ass here on time. Y'all like up this video. Shit. Now enough is enough. Well, damn, Rachel said, well, damn, well, that's what I say when it's over 500 people up in here and I only got 100-something likes. I say the same shit. Well, damn. I say the same thing. Child. 96 likes. Come on. Give me 4 more and then I'm going to say what I got to say. 4 more likes. I'm going to say what I got to say. 102. Good. Y'all got me to it. All right. I guess I ain't going to cuss y'all out no more. It's a shame I had to do it in the first place, but we're just going to let that rest where it's at. So, the first order of business. Hold on. Let me set my time codes here so to make it easier for the replay. The first thing we got on the docket to talk about, dear Lord God in heaven. I'm so glad that she back. I'm so glad that she back. And that is, what time is it? Okay. Growing Up Hip Hop, honey. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta is back. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta is back in its 4th season. Finally, we got some other stuff, some other TV that we could watch, and we could go. Niecy up in here. What's good, Niecy? I ain't even see you, love. What's good, Niecy? What's tea? We could go on ahead and hit up Growing Up Hip Hop, honey. It's about time that we finally got. Thank you for the cash out, boo. It's about time that we finally got other shows that we can finally gag about, and maybe it won't be as rough as it was on Real Housewives of Potomac. So let's go on ahead and get this done, child. So at the very beginning of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 4, episode 1. Make Atlanta great again, because it's pronounced Atlanta. Okay, a lot of people say Atlanta, but it's really Atlanta. Okay. So the cast talks about C-19, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, police brutality, so on and so forth. Listen, I get it. This is a black show. This is an all-black cast. So I get it. I totally get it. I get it. But at the same time, it's becoming really redundant at this point. It's like whenever a new black syndicated reality show come on, we already know what the whole episode gonna be about. It's gonna be about the pandemic. It's gonna be about DT and his fuckery, legislature and the politics of it. It like, for me, listen, and we all have the right to have our voices heard. I totally get all of that. But damn, bitch, like, can't y'all do that shit like 30 minutes before the new episode come on? And so then that way when the new episode come on, we'll actually get the episode. You know what I mean? It's like, do we have to constantly sit up and hear the same thing that everybody else does say? It's terrible. It's horrible. I'm sick of it happening. I'm sick of this. I'm sick, but whatever. I'm going to let them have it. I'm gonna let them have it because I got a feeling somebody go get all mad and then they bag simply because I'm saying what the fuck everybody else is scared to say. Girl, I'm sick and tired of hearing this shit. I am. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. On every damn reality show, the whole first episode got to be dedicated to C-19. It's like, bitch, we done dealt through that all throughout 2020. And police brutality all throughout 2020. George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Kobe and all of them all throughout 2020. And I get it and I hear y'all. But at the end of the day, there's nothing else left to be said on shows like this that has not already been said. God damn. Now moving on to Miss Bow Wow and her girl Bow Wow, girl, look, the gag is Bow Wow is just as inflated as that little girl ego is. Moving on. So Bow Wow's talking about what's been going down with him besides him sitting around getting fat. Bow Wow says that he don't need nobody to tell him how to spend his money. We gonna get down to that gag later on. Bow Wow talking about protesting. Thank you so much, Bow Wow, for going out there and getting your trash can in and your Post Luther King Jr. on. I do appreciate you for doing that. At least you won't just sitting up in the house and not doing anything. I mean, at least you went out there on the front lines and did something construction for you. That's what you need. You need some construction. That's exactly what these kids need. That's construction. What he doing? He needs some construction. Y'all tell me what movie line that came from. And then Bow Wow finding out that Angela Simmons is in town. I don't give a flying fuck. Y'all wore me out last season on not Love and Hip Hop, on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta with the whole Bow Wow and Angela, Bow Wow and Angela, Bow Wow and Angela, Bow Wow and Angela. Now I see y'all done found the way to migrate Angela's ass from LA right back down to Atlanta, and it's about to be the same shit. Bow Wow and Angela, Bow Wow and Angela, Bow Wow and Angela. Like, I'm sick of that shit. I'm gonna need for him to find something. Like, if Bow Wow don't have absolutely nothing else to offer the franchise, she need to go. She pulled the same stunt last season on the other franchise that she's pulling now on this franchise. Bitch, I didn't forget because I reviewed that season. I'm gonna need for Bow Wow to get a new stick, or he needs to go. Seriously, like I'm over this whole thing with fake shit between he and Angela. If Angela wanted to be with a girl, I'm more than sure there are plenty of women that she could bump her coochies with. Girl, quiet as it's kept. She got Ayana right there. Everybody know Ayana like to bump coochies with other women. Like, she could do it with them. She don't have to have Bow Wow to bump purses with. Girl, moving on. Speaking of Ayana, that's why I was confused on which franchise. But thank you. Now you see what I'm saying, Niecy? It's like every like they did the same thing in the LA franchise. Bow Wow, Angela, Bow Wow, Angela, Bow Wow. Like, I'm over that. So then, speaking of Ayana calls Bow Wow saying that she's sick coming back from Miami and he should go get tested for COVID because they just left from there as well. And Ayana, I like you a lot. And should you ever see this, I don't want you to feel no types of ways because I like you and I like your daddy, DJ Hurricane. You know, he was around my time or whatever. But, girl, I can't feel bad for you. I can't feel bad for you. And I don't feel bad for nobody that do no shit like that because at the end of the day, we already know what we're working with. We already see the countless and countless lives that this virus done took. We've already seen countless of people that are suffering from it. Girl, you mean to tell me that you already know that your ass is asthmatic and you still gonna carry your ass down to Miami because they opened back up? Girl, they was open when we was in the middle of the damn pandemic. Did you not hear? They was damn near the last ones to shut shit down. And then the minute that they open back up, now you want to go and carry your ass a party for 3 days down with your homegirl, and then your ass done set up there and caught COVID. And I'm sorry, I just can't feel that bad for you. Y'all can be mad with me all you want to. I don't give a flying hot damn. I said it. I can't feel that bad for you. Because you already knew the risk and you didn't care. It was like a whatever. You gonna show up there, no mask, no social distancing, no 6 feet. Now you done came back to Atlanta coughing and sneezing. Girl, if you don't get your germy ass away from me, girl, your daddy a much better daddy than I have, because I wouldn't have invited your germy ass nowhere around my damn house. Oh no, God. Listen, you caught that, daughter. I'm so sorry to hear from you. Then yeah, you stay over there. Okay, you be in the master bedroom. You let your little girlfriend be in another bedroom. Y'all don't be around each other for 14 days. And then when you go back and get tested, then you could come around. Right, she calling everybody, spreading all kind of C19 all through the phones, girl. No, ma'am. Do not be spreading your C19 all through. Girl, quiet as a cat. You know that's where they say the shit came from the first time. They said it came from the phone towers. Thank you. Yes, big bro. Thank you, big bro, for the cash app. Mwah. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. Ciao. Yeah, y'all heard me right. No 6 feet, no nothing. I mean, you just went down there all willy-nilly. Then you want everybody in America to feel sorry for you. Girl, we ain't feeling sorry for you, girl. That's what your ass get. Now stay your germy ass in the house next time. Moving on. So then we get down to the bread. Hey, then we get down to the Brett, girl. I love me some Brett. What do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. What do you like? Me on top. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So then the Brett talks about coming out the closet with her girl, Jessica June. Brett, I really hope you misplaced your words. I really hope what you was trying to say was you finally came out with your relationship with the woman that you married to the public. I hope that's what you meant by that. Because if you sitting here for 1 minute thinking that any of us thought that you was anything other than a carpet munching whore, girl, I don't know what to listen. Brett, and I love you down, Brett. Brett, I love you to pieces. I always do. I always thought that you were a beautiful soft stud. You could give femme, you could give stud, and you found the way to incorporate both. Okay, and all the soft studs can't do it like you. You understand me? Take pride in that. But what you not gonna do is sit here and try to play on our intelligence, talking about I finally came up out of the closet and the gut. Girl, you've been munching on cooch since Funktified back in 92. If you don't get the hell up out of here with that bullshit, Brett, I love you. I love you. And I'm just choosing to believe that what you meant by that was you finally bringing your relationship out with a woman out in the open. That's what I'm assuming you meant by that. And I'm let it go because I love me some Brett. I love the Brett. I don't want nobody getting that twisted, baby. I love me some Brett. Brett, and what I did out of all of the good stuff, what I did not love, Brett, was all of them damn dogs that you got running around your house. And while I'm here for them being little lap dogs, little yang around the house, ankle biters, girl, how many fucking dogs do 2 bitches need in one damn house? Like, I'm more than sure I counted about 4 little Yorkies and then one kind of medium-sized poodle or whatever the hell it is. And I was sitting there like, I mean, at least you keep a clean house. At least they clean and whatnot. But I don't know how I feel if I was to go over to Brett house and then I just get bomb rushed by a whole bunch of dogs. I mean, but you know, whatever. I'm going to let you have it, Brett. So then she talks about then she talks about how Big Booty Judy made her so nervous when she first met her, and you know she talked about how and I thought it was cute. I thought it was real cute how the Brett was like, she didn't want her to see all her imperfections and this, that, and this. I said, oh, Brett, that's so cute, girl. Like I love me some Brett. I love that, and I love that Brett found her somebody that she can be herself with and that she could feel those types of feelings with. Like I'm here for Brett. I love her. But girl, that ain't what made you nervous. All that ass. in them jeans? Can a nigga beat? Like, that's what made you nervous. It ain't had nothing to do with her. Moving on though. So then Deb invites her to an event down in somebody's backyard, and the brat said, oh, hell no. Where the 6 feet? Where the social distancing? Where's the mask? I'm not finna go down there. And I won't mad at it. And then Judy talks about how because she does hair or whatever, and I think she already has a warehouse in Louisiana because that's where she's from. And I think she's supposed to be opening up another one. And the brat was like, well, listen, since you're here in Atlanta, instead of going up there to open a warehouse, you may as well open up one down here in Atlanta. And I found it a little strange the way she was kind of like, you know, like, I mean, I get, like, listen, this is how I feel. It's all about using your resources and using what you got in your back pocket. And I honestly feel like if you already have a warehouse in your home state, your hometown, which is what you should do, go back to your roots. Now that you're with Brett, she's based and stationed in Atlanta. It has seemed to me that you would be looking for warehouses in Atlanta because you already got one back at home. And if you're looking to expand your empire, your business, your brand, whatever it may be, why not use the resources that you got and open up another one where you're at? And if that does really good, then maybe you could open one up in Miami. And if that does good, maybe you could open one up in LA. Like, that's how you start franchises and corporations and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm gonna let her have it because I like Judy. I like Judy a lot. I think, and one thing that I really like about Judy is Judy ain't all ass. She got brains and she got sense about herself because the intelligent conversation that they were sitting around having about the legislature and things like that. Now that I was here for. I was here for it. I was all here for it. Like, she showed us that she ain't all ass. She got brains too. And smart since she know how to use them. And I was here for it. I was here for it. What's good, GG 2820? What's happening, daughter? But yeah, that was it for that part. So then Bow Wow and his broke ass friends go down to the Bentley dealership. To be honest, I honestly think they were window shopping. Mad at me, looking at shit she can't buy, child. But we're gonna get down to that gag later on when manager Andy got his ass together. So DJ Hurricane is in the studio with his niece Prima. I was feeling Prima. The little bit that I heard, the little bit of the song that I did hear from Prima, I was here with it. I was here with it. She had a little small, like little flute, you know, a little slow groove. You know, she won't all, you know, she won't none of that. She was just like, you know, bobbing with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I was living for that. I was living for it. She got a little, she do a little yang around the house. I'm not mad at it. She got way more than what Miss Bow Wow got. That's for damn sure, girl. Quiet as it's kept. You may need to talk to her about getting on a feature because I could see her and her music making it in this generation way farther than what Shad think he gonna make in his, but whatever. And then he talks about losing friends to C19 and, you know, DT being in office and how 2020 was a nightmare. And then Ayana calls him and lets him know that her stupid ass ran out to Miami as soon as it opened up. No mask, no 6 feet, no social distancing, no Purell, no Lysol disinfectant, no none of that. Ran out there all willy-nilly with God knows what, doing God knows who, and then her ass done fucked around and caught C19. And then he said, well, listen, do you want to come to my house? She like, nah, I can't leave. And then he said, well, listen, do you want your homegirl to come to my house? Nah, she shouldn't leave either because she might have it as well. Girl, it was a big mess. But I was here for I was here for DJ Hurricane, for, you know, trying to be there for his daughter the best way he knew how. I like DJ Hurricane. I always did. So I'm here for it. And I like Ayana. I always liked her. So I'm here for it. And I'm going to show she's better now. So Miss Bow Wow goes down to the bar with Rich Cosby to go and talk to Andy. So Bow Wow admits to getting a $300,000 Bentley. Andy says because of the pandemic, he shouldn't be spending money like that. And I had to agree. How are you going to recuperate the $300,000 that you dropped for this Bentley? And girl, if Bentley's that damn cheap, I mean, was it used? Was it used? Because I always thought Bentleys cost way more than $300,000. So either yours was a used model, or yours was last year's model, or the year before. Girl, yours, girl, you probably had a 2015 model, because we all see how you like to fake people out. You know, like how you was caught on a Spirit airline when you was sitting up here making people think that you was on a private jet, and how you had took pictures of a hangar which you was down there with all of these expensive cars, and and that was a whole sham and a ruse that was found out on Google. I mean, you know, I'm just honest. I'm just being honest. Leasing a $300K Bentley, yeah, you leasing, daughter. You leasing. You ain't drive off the lot in that shit. You ain't like, girl, please, that's chump change. Here, take that. Buy that shit off the lot. That ain't what you did. But whatever. I was with him though. Like, how are you gonna recuperate the funds that you just spent for that? Plus, when you went to Miami, you wanted a yacht that Jaded called the tugboat. We gonna get down to that gag soon enough. One of your broke ass friends was caught smoking in these big luxurious grand hotels, and the people damn near put y'all asses up out of there, and you had to pay a whole $1,000 that Bow Wow paid for, not that broke ass friend. And it probably the weed, the drinks, the women, probably some niggas, and whatever else y'all into. Like I was with Andy. You running around here spending frivolous, like you got it like that. Like, you not Romeo Miller, who got a rich dad that could take care of his dad. You know what I'm saying? You not NBA Youngboy. You not Young Dolph. You ain't none of them little niggas. You. Anyway, so then they get down to the copy of the song. And Andy told him straight up, this shit is garbage. I didn't like it. It's all over the place, and I don't see it selling. And then instead of Bow Wow taking the constructive criticism, he gets all mad and upset and in his bag, bragging about how many women he done played it for, how many of his homies he done played it for, and how many this people he played it for, and how many of that people that he played it for. And Andy told him straight up, of course they're going to say they like it. You pay for everything. Where's the lie? If I'm dealing with somebody that's funding everything for me, I would say I like it too. Even if it is hot garbage, I'm going to say that I like it. Just so that I can continue to get whatever the flying hell I want out of you. And the fact that Bow Wow is 33, probably going on 34 at this point, and still don't realize his worth and when he's being used is a huge problem for me. A huge problem for me. And it's just like I told him last night in my review. When the IRS come after your ass, they're not going to go after your friends. They're going to go after you. But whatever. Then he was asked, well, why don't you let Jermaine Dupri listen to it? And, you know, you could just get the constructive criticism from him since you're not listening to me. And then Bow Wow got all in his feelings in his bag again, talking about how, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring him involved in that. You know, this has nothing to do with him. You know, this is going to be my farewell swan song. This is about to be the last album I'm going to do. And he's dedicating his last album that he's going to do to his past relationships. Does that include the one with Men Too? Now, if that includes the one with Omarion, when Jermaine Dupri walked in on y'all all hugged up on his couch, and that's why he dropped you for as long as he did, and that's why we ain't seen no more of you and Omarion like we did. Like, is you going to talk about that too? Now, if you bringing that up, Bow Wow, then I will go and listen to your album. If you bring that up, Bow Wow, I will go and listen to your album. But if you ain't going to be up there talking about that, then I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And neither did Andy. Andy said it was hot garbage. I guess he felt the same way I felt. Like, if you talking about your relationships you done had, girl, talk about all of them. Child. But girl, then he storms off, throws the wine, having a temper tantrum, drops the wine glass on the floor. I'm done. Child. Yeah, Bow Wow, I'm done too, girl, because that was the end of the damn episode. You know what? It was okay. You know what I'm saying? It was okay. I mean, parts of it could have been a lot better. I believe they wasted a lot of the time trying to do what everybody else do, talk about the pandemic. Like that time could have been used for like something else to come in and, shake the table a little bit. But, whatever. For what it was all right. Who he played it for. And I don't know who he played it for, y'all. He was just saying he played it for a whole bunch of girls, and the girls liked it. And he played it for a lot of his friends, and his friends liked it. And he found it very odd that everybody else liked it but Andy. And he felt like Andy was hating on him or whatever. And then, Andy was, that's when they got into all of that, and he got all up in his bag. Girl, that was the end of the episode. Like I said, it was all right. Ooh, I almost forgot about Miss Deb. Lord, how did I skip Miss Deb? Lord, and I done already erased the note. It's okay, I remember about her. So Waka Flocka comes over to the house to see Deb and all of her damn animals because, she too manly and brolic to have a man laid up with her. So she figured instead of getting a house full of cats, I'll get a house full of exotic pets. Yes, God. And then the topic of her being a DT supporter came up, and Deb rubbed me the wrong way. Because for me, for you to sit up and say you stand behind a man who caused so much division in America in the past 4 years, who started all of this nonsense with China and all of the rest of the people that we ain't really had no issue with before, starting an issue with all of these women. I mean, totally disrespected women way more than any other president that I think. Like, I don't even think I ever heard none of the other presidents cuss. He the only one we see saying "fuck yourselves" all over the commercials and what else he done? Was responsible for C-19 being as bad as it is. All of them all of the hundreds of thousands of people that have died, that blood is all on his hands. And for you to sit up here and say, well, I like him because at least with him, you know what you're getting. At least if he screws you over, you're not going to be surprised and you're going to see it coming. And I don't care about what nobody else thinks about that. And my whole thing to you is, Ms. Deb, you should care what the general public think, because it's the general public as to why you're where you're at now. And it is. It is. Yes, you're a music manager, but if we didn't like the people that you brought to the table, who would you be right now? So you should care about what the fuck we think. And the fact of you being a black woman living in America, sitting on this soapbox talking about how you like him simply because you know what you getting when you dealing with him, and did the stupidest shit I think I have ever heard come out of my mouth. And I won't mad at Walker for getting up and leaving. I won't mad at Walker for getting up and crab walking backwards up out of that woman's cauldron that she calls a house with that bullshit. Walker said, oh, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Walker said, oh, all right, ma. On that note, I'm out of here because I still got to work. I still got to maintain. I still got a life, and I still got stuff I need to do. And you are not about to have me all messed up in the game with you and this foolishness. I won't mad at Walker Flocka for getting up and crab walking backwards the hell up out of that woman's house. I won't. I was all here for Walker getting up and leaving. Walker ain't want to have nothing to do with that conversation no more at all. Y'all saw how quick he got the hell up and crab walk backwards the hell up out of that house. Girl, that's what you better do. That's what you better do. Girl, you ain't even in the same tax bracket as Donald Trump is. What the fuck you think he was going to do for you, Dad? Walker may be problematic too, but Walker was not here for that conversation. Walker said, whoa, 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 whoa. Walker said, whoa, whoa. what you talking about? Walker won't here for that. I won't mad that he left. That man trying to protect his brand, his investments, his businesses, his music, and every damn thing. Yo, he ain't got no time for none of that. But yeah, now that was the end of growing up hip hop Atlanta. I don't know how I forgot about that. That was the most important part, if you ask me. You saw in the trailer, Tammy said that she hoped she wouldn't have to disown. Yeah, and I don't blame her. Because you being a black woman living in America and you're seeing all of this division that's happened in the past 4 years, all because of him. And for you to get your rusty ass on TV and saying that stupid shit that came up out of your mouth, talking about something, y'all ain't gotta like it, but you can respect. Excuse you? Bitch, bye. But I will say this, Dad, because you know I can tear you down to lift you up at the same time. Your two confessional looks, everything, especially that all red with that red wig and all that. Then I was here for it. And then the one with the cream, where you had on that cream shirt and that light. I was here for that too. See, I can extend the hand to lift you up and take you down at the same time. I was here for the confessionals, all here for the confessionals. But that bullshit that came up out of your mouth, Miss Deb, I don't see you for it. And I like you. I like you a lot. But I won't hear for it, Dad. Won't hear for it. All right, so that takes care of growing up hip hop because we got to run through this thing, and we gonna talk about whatever else y'all want to talk about towards the end of it. Now we about to dive on in to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, honey. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City from Wednesday night. I really didn't know how to feel about it, but it's starting to pick up for me, especially towards the end of this thing. But we about to get right on down into it. So, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 1, episode 9, Hip Hop and Heartbreak, child. So Jen is throwing Sharif a surprise hip hop / golf themed birthday party. She makes it very clear that she's inviting everybody but Mother Mary. And I won't mad at that. Her and Mary ain't friends. And I feel where Jen is coming from. When Jen was talking to Whitney, Jen was like, I think it's rather fake for me to try to invite her. And I have to agree. And I said the same thing on Real Housewives of Atlanta. When it's your party, you can invite who the hell you want to. And you don't have to feel bad if you decide not to invite a person or two because of this reason, that reason, or the third. That's just how I feel. So then Mary calls her grandpappy husband, and she says that her grandmama left her with homes, churches, daycares, mortgage companies, restaurants, and her husband. Now, this is my issue with Mary, right? And this is why I still think something in the milk ain't clean, and it lends itself to what we was talking about there being some type of foul play when it comes into that grandmammy's death. I'm just going to go on ahead and say it. Because I find it rather odd. Like, and I don't know much about Mary's family, but is Mary the only child or something? Does Mary not have other brothers or sisters, half brothers or sisters, step brothers or sisters? Something like that, because I'm completely confused, or maybe it's because she's the oldest. Is she the oldest? I mean, even with that, I find it very odd that the grandmama just left everything, including her man, to one granddaughter. Look, I don't know. I'm not trying to insinuate nothing. I'm just saying, It's just weird to me. It's weird to me how you just got left everything, and her, including her damn man. Whatever. We'll argue about that later. We'll probably argue about that tonight on the panel. So then Mary starts crying when she talks about not being invited to Sharice's party, saying that she doesn't understand what she did. How about you coming up to this woman and saying, you smell like a hospital, right when her aunt had both of her legs amputated? Like, come on, you did that. And instead of you just doubling down and being the first lady and the Christian woman that you claim that you are, instead of you just saying, listen, Jen, honestly, I really didn't mean anything by that. I just had a phobia of some things, but there was still no excuse. I could have chosen my words a lot better. I apologize. Instead of you doing that, which is the Christian thing to do, you danced around the situation. You called her a liar. Then when the best friend came over there and told you verbatim what you said, then you got mad at the best friend. Like, for me, you can't sit there and say you don't know what you've done to make Jen not like you or to make Jen not see it for you. Like, come on. Don't be on that Candace Dillard. Oh, I don't know. My hands are completely clean. Don't be on that. Don't be on that. Then Mary says that it's hurtful because the other ladies don't like the way that she's being treated, but they're afraid to let her know that because they're afraid of her going off. And then they show a montage of the other ladies getting Mary ass together, taking up for Jen. I mean, and I don't think it's because they were scared of her. I think it was at that time, if your sole purpose was to invite her down to that thing that you had to get a better understanding of everybody and to get a better understanding as to why y'all bumped heads the way that y'all did, you didn't do that right. It seemed like the minute you had an opportunity to throw in a subtle dig or a jab or a passive-aggressive dig or a passive-aggressive jab, you did. And then that's when the situation blew up out of, like, you did that, Mary. Whatever. And no, I'm not taking up for Jen because I don't like Jen. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. That's all I'm saying. And if you so gung-ho feeling like she owes you an apology for calling you a granddaddy fucker, which is what she is, then you owe her a genuine apology for being so insensitive to this woman's feelings with what her aunt had going on. I found it completely odd that you don't want to apologize when you're wrong, but when you've been wrong, you want the bust downs heaven doorstep to get an apology out of people. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. So then Heather and the gals are home celebrating Valentine's Day and opening up their Valentine's Day gifts with her husband, ex-husband, Billy. And she says that she was never the say no girl. And then the one time she said no about not changing the daughter's baptism so his sister could be involved. He said fine, and then he moved out. That ain't what listen, Heather, quit being an idiot. And I like you, Heather. Heather, you and Whitney are my most two favorite on this franchise so far, and I love you down. And I appreciate you for retweeting my tweet from when? What was it, last week? I appreciate you for doing that, Heather. And because I appreciate you for doing that, all I'm going to say to you is quit being an idiot. That ain't the reason why that man left. No, that man left because he a fuck-ass man who had a whole nother situation someplace else that he would much rather be in than the one that he was in with you. Okay? That's why that man left. All right? Quit being an idiot. I could tell that he was probably the first and only boyfriend that you ever had. Because, girl, if he wasn't, you would have called and smelt bullshit a mile away. And I'm just going to be real. And then another thing, while your marriage didn't work, I didn't know y'all only knew each other for a couple of months and then y'all decided to get married. Well, bam, bam. That's another reason where you went wrong at. Y'all didn't know each other. Y'all didn't know nothing about each other. The only thing you knew was that man had money. Heather, let's be honest. You saw the money, you saw the bag, you saw the dividends, you saw the decimal points, you saw the money sign, you saw the moolah, you saw the green, you saw the dinero, you saw the cheddar, you saw the cheese, and that's the main reason why you went on ahead and just said yes after 3 months, thinking you could learn to love them. And in most cases, that can happen, but not when you're in a cult like the Mormon church. It wasn't going to happen. And then, girl, to look at Billy now, I don't know what, girl. It must have been the money that you saw, because like, I don't know, when I looked at Billy just looked like his balls hang lower than the dick, or or all of the extra skin hang lower than the balls do, because he just looks uncircumcised. Y'all know what I'm saying. Then he got gray and blonde hairs, pubic hairs all over it. Like, ooh, girl, whatever, Heather, that's your ex. I ain't here to run down on him. Anywho, so Whitney goes over to see Mary. Then Mary starts showing her closet and all the rest of that shit. Y'all know, being real braggadocious. And then Mary talks about Jen to Whitney, saying that no one has her back, even though they don't like the way that Jen is treating her. What I don't like what Mary is doing, and I hate when people do this, I don't like how Mary is trying to plant these seeds in Whitney's head about how they're afraid of her, and that's why they're not going to talk to her. They're afraid of her, and that's why this is going on. They're afraid of her, and you know, y'all don't like the way she treats me. Y'all don't like the way she treats me. I hate when people do that. How are you going to put that on something? First of all, you can't speak for none of them women. And Mary, you getting treated the way you're being treated because you was being a pretentious bitch when you made that comment to that woman. That's why you were being treated with the cold shoulder. That's why all of this situation. And don't get me wrong, Jen's shit ain't clean either. It ain't clean either. But for you to sit back and try to make yourself out to be a victim like you did nothing to deserve what Jen gave you, I'm not here for that. I won't here for that when Candace did it, and I'm not going to be here for you when you did it. I don't give a damn that you was the first lady. Because, girl, I ain't Pentecostal. I'm Baptist. And I don't like this whole gaslighting situation with the I'm afraid of her. She terrifies me. I'm scared. Girl, get the hell out of here with them rich white women buzzwords. You ain't scared of Jen. You ain't scared of Jen. You weren't scared of Jen when you was telling her that she smelled like hospital. You weren't scared of her when you was trying to read her down to your little tight ass event that was supposed to be bringing people together. You weren't scared of her. Like, girl, stop. And stop trying to put fear or scared on them other women too. Stop. Anyway, Meredith and Seth are at home reconnecting. They finally decided that they love each other and they want each other, and they still want to be around. Brooks annoys my spirit, my soul, my hair, my eyeballs, my ears, my nose, my throat, my A cup, my B cup, my pubes, my cheeks. Okay, like, he just annoys every single part of my being. Every single part of my being. He just simply annoys. Like how they in the kitchen, being all lovey-dovey, doing what couples do. Here he goes. Can you guys like go somewhere else and do that? Because I'm like standing here. Bitch, can you like go and find you a man or go carry your ass back to school somewhere? Like, that little bitch get on my nerves. Brooks, if your ass was in school, like Chloe's ass stayed in school, you wouldn't even have to be worrying about and how the flying fuck you gonna tell them what they can and can't do in their house? If they want to go running around butt naked around their house, they got the right to do it, because your ass ain't even supposed to be there. Your ass is supposed to be in school somewhere. And if he decides that he wants to tear Meredith's ass up, and it just so happens that you on the bottom level and you can hit the oh the fuck well, bitch, how about this? Carry your ugly ass back to school so you don't have to worry about hearing your parents fucking, seeing your parents fucking, hearing them doing all of this lovey-dovey nonsense or whatever the hell they got going on. You wouldn't have to be no ways tied to it because you wouldn't be there to witness it. Sick of that little bitch. Anyway, moving on from that before he really pissed me off. So Whitney goes over to one of her friends' house and talks about Jen and Mary again. Whitney says that as a Mormon, they've been taught to not talk about their problems, just sweep it under the rug. And that's why she hasn't been a good friend to Jen, because she feels like she's always just swept Jen's behavior up under the rug instead of being a friend and approaching her about it. So, and you listen, Tyler Perry said it best. Putting a Band-Aid on an old wound, it doesn't heal it. It doesn't. It doesn't. And I was with Whitney when it came to that. Like, instead of just saying, oh, that's Jen. If you see that it's weird or it's too much or it's become excessive at this point, if you are going to be a real friend to me, and listen, that goes for my friends. If I'm all of a sudden angry-tempered out of nowhere, quick-tempered out of nowhere, can't control myself out of nowhere, I'm drinking all the time out of nowhere, I will hope as my friend, somebody will come to me and be like, girl, what you got going on? Something with you ain't right. You know what I mean? But whatever. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Sharif's hip hop party was everything. I love the venue. I love the lights. I love the glitz. I love the glam. I loved what everybody had on other than Meredith, listening to Brooks, not knowing about fashion ass. Everybody else came up in there looking like they just stepped out of a 1993 music video, and Meredith shows up looking like she's the producer's wife or something. I'm like, why would you even listen to Brooks? Why would you listen to him? Girl, he not into nobody's fashions, okay? I don't see nobody buying none of his coffee covers that he call a tracksuit no time soon. I doubt it's going to be in Harper's Bazaar. I doubt it's going to be in any of the warehouses. Girl, it's not even going to be in Bloomingdale. Girl, it ain't even going to be in Dillard's. Girl, it ain't even going to be in Walmart or Target. Why would you listen to him? You look completely out of place compared to everybody else that was there. Anyway, so Whitney and Heather tells Jen that Meredith and Lisa has been talking about her behind her back, saying that they were afraid and they were scared of her. Lisa and Meredith both said, girl, I ain't talked to Mary. I don't know where Mary got her information from, but neither me or her talked to her. And then Whitney also tells Meredith about Jen, insinuating that Meredith has another man other than Seth. And then Jen blows up and then leaves the party that she paid all this money for that was supposed to be about her husband. But Jen found the way. It's like, listen, first of all, that was the end of the episode. First of all, somebody lying. Y'all let me know who y'all think lying. Myself personally, I think Mary is lying. I do. Nothing about Meredith or Lisa makes me think that they're afraid of Jen. It doesn't. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I feel like Mary is lying. I feel like Mary is doing that because she feels left out in the cold. But oh well, Mary, you brought that on yourself. Whitney, and I love you down. But Whitney, there's a time and a place for everything, and I don't think that was the right time or place for you to bring that up. I don't. I don't feel like that was the right place or the right time for you to bring that up, especially when you know how over the top Jen is, especially when you know that there's liquor and wine and champagne and beers and bootleggers and moonshine or angel dust poppers or whatever the hell else that y'all are into. That wasn't the right time for you to bring that up. I'm not mad at you for bringing it up. I'm just upset that you picked that time to bring it up. And then Jen, you have no grace under pressure at all. Here it is. You spent all of this money and all of this time. You flew out this man's family to join in and celebrate and just like y'all was dancing. Y'all was having a dance battle. You doing a worm in your heels, trying to be the fake Beyonce. You got Whitney up there doing pole tricks, doing splits and shit all over the floor. Like you got Lisa playing golf in her heels. Like everybody was having such a great time. And instead of you saying, you know what, I'm pissed, but this ain't about me. This ain't about these bitches. This is me celebrating my husband and his birthday. His family is here. His friends are here. We gonna deal with that on another day. Oh no. No. Because everything has to be centered around Jen somehow, some way. She completely blew it completely all up out of proportion, and then left her own party. So now Sharif can't even enjoy his birthday party that was supposed to be for him. Now he can't enjoy that because now he has to be worried about you and your feelings and you being upset. Like, I'm just not here for that. I'm 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 not. But y'all, that was the end of that. Girl, we blowing through this thing. Yes, God. Girl, the last thing on the... And don't worry, y'all. I'm not going to just leave y'all like that. We going to talk about what y'all want to talk about at the end of all of this. I just want to get the reviews up out of the way. So, last and certainly least, okay? Normally people say not least. Girl, this is least. Last and least, honey. Child. Hold on. Let me get this time code together. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Because I got to start this at a certain time for the time code to be right so that everybody can, you know, find it when whatever part they want to find. Boom. Real Housewives of Atlanta. You on your own with that BAPP. This episode was garbage. I was bored. I would love to know what you liked about the episode, because to me, I was bored. I mean, I'm surprised that I found the way to squeeze out 13 or 14 minutes about this thing. We'll see how much I squeeze out of it on this live. We'll see how much I could squoze out of it on this live. Candy teaching Riley. Candy, Mama Joyce and her tired ass wig, and baby Ace teaching Riley how to clean a fucking bathroom so that she can know how to keep her bathroom and stuff clean in her dorm room down to New York University. You know, I don't give a damn how rich me being a nurse can get me. I don't care how rich me being a YouTuber can get me. I will be damned if I have my kids living in a life where they don't know how to do simple shit like cleaning up the room, cleaning up a bathroom, washing dishes, washing clothes, sweeping, vacuuming, knowing how to dust, knowing how to sew, hemming up pants, you know, knowing how to cook. Like, there's no way I could be so rich growing up the way that I grew up and not teach my kids the bare minimum necessities to be able to make it out here in this life. And that's what I mean by this needs to be Candy's last season. Like, Candy, you had nothing else to give us. Nothing else to give us. Like, you just had to put that out there for us to see. Right? Because you had absolutely nothing else going on in your life. Nothing. Nothing. Like, I'm going to need for Todd to cheat on you. I'm going to need for Todd to make a baby with another woman. Like, I'm going to need, Candy, if you're going to still be, I'm going to need for you to give me something. And I don't want you to play with your marriage. But that, to me, I mean, I feel like you've done everything but that at this point. Lord have mercy, Jesus. We have been reduced to Candy teaching Riley how to clean a bathtub. But y'all said this episode was good. And y'all liked this episode. Cynthia, Kenya, and LaToya meet up to go shopping. And then they talk about Kenya sending LaToya a naked selfie. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. Candy done bumped coochies with all of these women. So it doesn't surprise me that Kenya is sending naked selfies to LaToya. Now, do I believe that Kenya is trying to do that for a storyline? Perhaps. But I also do believe that, I mean, is it such a stretch of the imagination to think or to feel like eventually they coochies came across each other at one point in time? I think not. And then they talk about Kenya not being invited to Portia party. I don't give a fuck. Portia, Diane, and Lauren catch up. Lauren says that she felt bad for not inviting Kenya when she found out that Kenya gave Pilar that doll. And y'all know I don't see it for Portia, but I was with Portia when she said, girl, don't feel bad. Feel bad for what? What are you feeling bad for? And I was with Portia on that. This is your party that you have for me. And the people that you invited there are the people that I would have invited myself. And you know, I believe even if Portia knew that this was going on and Portia gave an invite list, I just don't see Kenya's name being on it. So I'm more than sure Kenya knows her name would not have been on it had it been something that Portia thought. So I'm just confused and bewildered why Kenya is trying to make it seem as if she's so shocked that she didn't get an invite. Like, do you not remember how last year's reunion ended? Y'all ended reading each other. Y'all ended it not being cool. Y'all ended it not being stable. So what made you think that this season was going to be any different? But see, that's my whole issue. I would get tired of beefing with the same bitch year after year, season after season, episode after episode, hour after hour, minute after minute. Like, I would be tired of beefing with the same bitch. Like, I would just be over the beef. And it's been beef between y'all. When did Kenya come on? Season 5? It's been beef since, like, now one of y'all are tired of beefing with each other at this point. It doesn't sound like a broken record at this point. Not simple. And you know what? I'm about to give y'all a story. It was a person in high school, and we just did not like each other. Whenever we saw each other, we would cuss each other out. I mean, bad. Like, people would have to break us up, pull us apart, all of that. This was my sophomore year. In the middle of my sophomore year, that person walked up to me and they said straight up, I'm sick of beefing with you. Like, at this point, I don't even know why we're not friends. And once I thought about it, I had to admit that they was absolutely right. I don't even know why the fuck I don't like you at this point. And me and this person decided to just let bygones be back. And we was cool. Like, I ran into them when I went back home for Christmas. We're still cool to this day. So I say that to say this. At some point, one of y'all got to come to the conclusion that y'all just sick of this shit. And we could find somebody else to beef and argue with. I mean, I'm just saying, but whatever. Posha writing a book. Girl, Posha don't even know how to hold the book to let me tell it, let alone write one. But you know what, Posha? I would love to know what you're writing about. I would love to know what you're writing about. Now, I ain't saying I'm gonna go out and run the book, buy the book, but if I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that does have the book, I'll borrow it from them and then see if it's a good read or not. Lord Jesus, Posha writing the book, dear God in heaven. And then they talked about, her and her dad been getting a divorce, and how Lauren spent more time with their dad than she did because he lived with her and her mom and yada yada yada. And then Portia starts to cry because she didn't get to have as much time with her dad as Lauren did, and yada yada yada. Whatever. And then she admits that she was the one who picked Dennis to be Pilar's dad. And I made a comment last night when I said, well, if that's the case, why did you always take somebody saying that PJ looked like Dennis as a read? And somebody came into my comments and said something to the effect of, well, no, I could, even though she picked him, she could still understand why she could consider that a read. But me, I just don't. I feel like if you knew what you was doing and you knew you wanted to get pregnant by this man, why is it such a read when somebody says that she looked like her daddy? I would think the read would be if she didn't look like her daddy. Because then people are going to be guessing the paternity of this baby. I mean, I don't know. But whatever. We're going to move on. Thank you guys for the cash apps. I have been getting them. I'm gonna heart them and all of that stuff. I want to get through this first so then we can really talk a gag. But we're gonna move on from that. So Kenya was setting up for Cynthia's surprise engagement party, and they done made up a whole thing about Joe Biden was gonna be there. Y'all are dumb as hell to think that Joe Biden will want to be sitting up here slumming it with Bravo Andy, and y'all. So y'all are the dumb ones for even sitting up there believing that shit. Like, thank you, Boo, for the super chat. Yes, Hollywood Hills. Shout out to Wendy. Yes, Wendy living up in the Hollywood Hills. Just God, Wendy. Girl. Wendy, where my invite? I need to come and holler at you and chill with you, girl. You living all in the hills and shit. Anywho, yeah. Y'all were dumb. Girl, y'all ain't had the good sense that God gave y'all if y'all really thought y'all was going to be anywhere near Joe Biden. Cynthia asked Kenya and Candy to bring a bridemaid. Candy sings. Marlo show up late. Portia show up late, fashionably late, because Portia's white dress, pants, whatever that was, I lived. That's that for that. Kenya got upset when she saw Portia coming in late. Whatever. Kenya was trying to sing while everybody was dancing. Whatever. Portia go up to sing with Candy. Whatever. Latoya showing the ladies the picture of Kenya's naked ass. Like I said in my review last night, a producer told Latoya to do that. And because Latoya is a starving artist and she wants to be back on this show by any means necessary, she just decided to do it. That's why Latoya did the things that she did. That's why Latoya thought that it was a good idea to show that down at the table, because the producer got in her ear and told her to do it. All right, before she walked in the door, one of them bum-ass producers said, listen, at some point, I'm going to need for you to show Kenya's naked ass down to the table, and then we'll just see what happens. And she did it. That's why that was done. And then Marlo asked, well, did she show you that because Latoya was thinking about getting her butt done? And I mean, yeah, Marlo, like, Marlo was just being Marlo. All right, Marlo was just being Marlo. Her and Kenya kind of lightweight get into it, but not really. And then Kenya says that out of everybody, she would sleep with Candy, Latoya, and Cynthia. Are we shocked? Not at all. Moving on. Kenya asks Portia, did she get the gift? And then Portia says yes, and she thanks her for the gift. And then, she was like, oh, I wish I could have been there to get it in person. And then you got Pennywise chiming in and say, hey, listen, Kenya, it was a surprise party. Portia had no idea what was happening. Portia didn't know who was invited, who wasn't invited. She had no idea this was going on. Like, y'all, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm trying to care, but I just don't. Like, I'm sorry. This season of Real Housewives of Atlanta is just boring. It's boring. I don't care. I don't care about Kenya not getting an invite to Portia's surprise party. I don't care. I don't care. So then Riley and her schnoz go off to school. Listen. The only thing out of this whole episode that tugged my heartstrings was when Ace started crying when he realized that his big sister was going to be gone for 4 years. That was the only thing that tugged my heartstrings. Like I said, all that pull thing. Like Ace was what saved the show for me. Seeing Ace in the confessionals in his little blue suit, matching his mama with his braids cascade down. Yes, God, Mr. Ace. I was living for Ace. Ace saved the show for me. Ace did it for me. Riley going to school, I don't care about it. Wendy, let me tell you something. Listen, Riley, if you was going for a Latoya / Michael Jackson nose, then bravissimo. You've done that. But if that won't, and it's funny because even in her face, like I'm starting to feel like her face, she's trying to get Latoya Jackson all in her face too. Because every time I see her, that's the first person that pops in my head, Latoya Jackson. What's good, really, B? But listen, if that's the look that you was going for, sis, who am I to judge? Whatever, I ain't paid for it, and it ain't my nose. So do what you want. Girl, that was the end of the episode. Girl, so what y'all think? Hold on, let me timestamp this. And then y'all can tell me what y'all thought about all 3 of these episodes from last night, Dear God in Heaven. 1 second. All right. That's all I got, y'all. It's this girl on TikTok that looks just like Riley. I have to send it to you. I think Riley showed that girl to her doctor too. Please send it to me, Niecy. Oh my God. Short step. Listen, look, why is it that everybody's whole go-to is this season is boring? Bring back an old person. What? Why? Why is that? Like, listen, and look, we joke about that all the time. Well, I joke about that all the time. I don't want none of them old hoes back. I don't want Phaedra back. I don't want Sheree back. I don't want Kim back. I don't want Lisa Wu back. I don't want Claudia back. I don't want Demetria McKinney back. I don't want Kim Fields back. I don't want nobody old back. I don't want nobody old coming back. Nobody. I don't want nobody old coming back. Period. Y'all kill me with that shit. This season is boring. They need to bring back Phaedra. For what? Phaedra gave us everything that she could, and then Phaedra's storyline left with Apollo. Like, for what? To do what? To talk about what? Phaedra ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, Shamari, we don't need Shamari back. I don't want nobody else old back. I don't want no old heads back. Either we need to do all new people or get rid of the shit. Damn. Can we talk about how Portia came late and Kenya was mad, yet LaToya was later than Portia? Yeah, LaToya came in almost a whole 2 hours late. Doing what? I don't know. Like, Portia was wrong for coming in late and being loud. I mean, I suppose. As Colin says, he wants all new people. Me too. I want all new. I don't want old heads coming back. I don't. That shit never works. Look at what's going on with Love and Hip Hop and how they brought back all of the old heads and the season was still tied, delayed, and through. Like, take that as a roadmap. Bringing back all of the old people never works. Dear God. All right, it's 306 people up in here and 183 likes. Get me up to 200 likes. Actually, get me up to 200 likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for your ministry in the Lord. I appreciate it. The ushers is going to be coming down soon with the collection plate. If you guys would like to donate your tithes or offerings, if you like to donate to the building fund or anything like that, please feel free to do so. Ushers, y'all come on down here, girl. We ain't got all day. I got shit to do. Okay. We need to see new people who have a husband first and show some other than bringing shade, glitz, glam of housewives. Stop the hating. I agree, boo. I agree with you 1,010%. I do. 1,010%. I agree with you. They started enough business to leave the show. Now move on, ladies. Thank you, Nisi. Finally, somebody that agrees with me. Never works. That's why Sheree was fired twice. Exactly. So the ushers and bring in Jamal. I know you lying. Jamal is not welcome in this church house. No, ma'am. I think they're using Portia friends as tryouts. You think so? I never thought about that, CC Freak. You might be on to something. Kenya making a fake Bacteria storyline fell flatline to me, but LaToya having her as a screensaver was weird. Right. Cameron, I ain't messing with you. They could keep Drew and get rid of. And speaking of which, why wasn't Drew there? If LaToya could have came, why wasn't Drew? Oh, well, wait a minute. Wasn't Drew? I think that was around the time Drew was probably going to North Carolina because her father-in-law did die. So that's probably why Drew wasn't there. Never mind. See, I almost forgot about that. Right, they keep showing Joy, and she hasn't spoken. Right, that's why I said, see, you might be on to something, but why does that have to rely on Portia? If that's the case, that they need to bring friends of Kenya onto the show too. I can see that. Somebody said that they felt like the OGs should become friends to the show and bring in younger women to be the actual cast. That I would be here for. I felt like that I would be here for. Make Candy, Cynthia, Phaedra, not Phaedra, Candy, Cynthia, Portia, and them, make them all friends of the show. And bring in a whole new set, a brand new, younger, preferably in their mid-20s, early 30s, and so on and so forth, and let them be the original cast. But let the OGs be like, friends to the show, mentors, or whatever the case may be. I think that's a decent idea. And that's an idea that I would be here for. I would be here for that. I would be here for that. So okay, that I would be here for. Kenya has a lot of friends. I don't listen. What y'all need to understand is, y'all, Kenya is playing a role on this show. That's not how Kenya Moore is in real life. Kenya has friends the same way everybody else does. Kenya is just playing the bad guy role on this show. So y'all need to stop saying that Kenya ain't got no friends. Girl, Kenya got plenty of friends. Kenya ain't like this in real life. This is a role that Kenya is playing. All right? All of this shit is a role that each of these women have their own role. Like how Candy became the bone collector out of nowhere. That's a role. Okay? That's a role. Like, Kenya ain't like this in real life. Kenya has plenty of friends in real life. She's playing a role up here on this show that, unfortunately, half of America just don't see it for. But it's a role. It's still a TV show. Reality went out the window years ago. This shit ain't real reality TV no more, girl. Most of this shit is scripted. Most of this stuff is fake. Most of this drama is fake. Reality TV went out the window, I want to say, about in the 2000s. All right. And somewhere like when the show first came out, that was real. That was real. Now, ain't none of this stuff real. I don't believe none of these beefs are real, girl. To let me tell it, Portia and Kenya are probably our friends in real life. But because they up on this show and the president has been set that they're not supposed to be friends, they're not supposed to get along, they're supposed to read each other for filth all day, all night. That's what they do. But I'm on the show when the cameras are off, girl, they probably go off, chill, lollygag, kiki, foolala, bump coochies, and yeah, just like everybody else do. Okay, Joshua, and you don't know that she doesn't have real friends in real life. So I guess they can be said for you as well. Don't argue with me. This is my opinion. In my opinion, Kenya is playing a role. This is not the real Kenya Moore in real life. And that's just where that's at. And I said what I said. Child. I bet Kenya and Portia are good Judys. Right? That's my thing. Like, whatever. I'll be fussing y'all out. I'm just saying, like, it's my opinion. I'm not asking none of y'all to agree with my opinion. Did you hear Jasmine Sullivan? No, I didn't hear it yet. I didn't hear it yet, but I'm not gonna go so far as to say she got an Aretha Franklin voice or whatever the hell it is that y'all running around here with. Now, I'm not giving Jasmine Sullivan that much credit, but no, I ain't here yet. But I like Jasmine, so we gonna see. What's good? What's good? Yeah, girl, you way late. I done already finished the reviews, child. You gonna have to catch the replay. You gonna have to pun the replay because I'm about to get off of here soon. I got work to do. Plot twist, Kenya and Nene never had a real beef. It was all for the check. Then Nene got tired of playing it up for the camera, so they fired her. Never know. Could be right. I don't know. Tamara from OC says she plays a character for the show, and people that have met her outside the show said she's a really nice person. Thank you, Lima. And I've heard that about Kenya Moore too. I've heard even Funky Dineva came out and said that he had conversations with Kenya Moore outside the show, and she's nothing the way she is on the show outside the show. Even he, as biased and as much as he hated her, had to come out and admit a long time ago he been in the company of Kenya and she's nothing like she is on the show. So y'all need to stop that. These people have their own roles that they play. You got the peacemaker, you got the nucleus, you got the bone collector, you got the angry one, you got the one that can fight, you got the one that can read, you got, you got the enemy of the show. Like, everybody has their own role to play. I don't know why CC Freak, but that's been the reverbing thing that going across my timeline. People trying to vote whether or not Jasmine Sullivan is like the modern day Aretha Franklin. Girl, no. Okay? No. All right? No. I'm not giving her that much credit. No. Okay? Aretha Franklin is Aretha Franklin and Jasmine Sullivan is Jasmine Sullivan. There is no in between. Who is this at my door? Okay. You want to take it? Yeah, I can take it. My bad, y'all. I told y'all I had more stuff coming. I told y'all that. Anywho. Yes, I am Diva Nicole. Nah, Kenya definitely on the Mean Girl stuff in real life when they were cool. I know personally Kenya was plotting to embarrass Portia while Portia was pregnant. She tried to involve Buffy. I don't know nothing about all that, Diva Nicole. The only person the only thing that I know is everybody that has ran into her in real life, they always say she's nothing like she is. And now I'm not discrediting because that's your friend, and maybe that is the case. But I've had more people say that they met her and been around her in real life, and she's nothing like that. So, and I'm not discrediting you. Maybe she is. You know, you got way more inside info than I do. I don't know none of these hoes. Okay, they don't follow me. We don't talk. We don't do nothing. I don't know none of them. T, what do you say? Cancel OC, ATL, New Jersey, and NYC and start new cities, Vegas, Miami, Virginia Beach. I'm here for Virginia Beach. I'm here for Miami. I'm here for Vegas. I don't watch the NYC franchise. I don't watch the Jersey franchise. And I don't watch the OC franchise, so I can't speak for them. Oh, Lord. Kenya Nice, I don't see it for her. I'm just saying what I've heard, what other bloggers that been around her done said. Y'all know Quentin don't mind going in and letting have on her like he's been doing for years and years and years and years and years. And even he had to come out and admit she's nothing in person what she is on the show. That's all I have to go on. I don't know this woman. I never met her. I question if Kenya and Mark's marriage is really true. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. That no. Kenya and Mark's marriage troubles, no, that's real. Okay. That's all overly real. Okay. Overly real. All right. Listen, Mark is in New York with me, getting bust down, being thrown from wall to wall, selling the flow, and with all of the naked trades and this, that, and this girl. Like, no, that's very real. Okay, that is very real. I just want to say Mary ain't lie. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Mary is a lie and the truth ain't in her. And I don't believe nothing that comes out of Mary's mouth. I don't. I don't believe nothing that come out of Mary's mouth at all. Not one thing. Mary is a lie and the truth ain't in her. Period. I recently saw Mark at a sex party. Child. They all said it on no, they all said on camera that they never talked to Mary, that they never talked to Mary, and that they never once told Mary that they were scared of Jen. They never, both of them collectively said that. That's what I heard them say on camera. Mary ass is lying. Y'all asking me about chasing Atlanta? No, y'all. I gave up on chasing Atlanta. I had too much other stuff to review, like Potomac and all that. Potomac took over my life, so I stopped watching all of that, and I was just focusing on Potomac and all of the other shows. So no, I haven't seen it, and to be honest, I don't want to see it because it's not like I'm gonna review it. So you know. I don't know why Lisa keep coming for Whitney. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said again, I was not here for Whitney picking that time to bring stuff like that up. But at the end of the day, I don't know why Lisa is just so dead set on trying to place all of this blame on Whitney's doorstep. If you're going to be mad at anybody, you need to be mad at Mary because she got the information from Mary. It wasn't anything that Whitney came up off the dome for herself. Mary brought that up to her. Mary was the one who told her that. You don't have shows that you enjoy watching, not review? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. There are a lot of shows that I did used to watch that I never reviewed because I just wanted to enjoy it. I didn't want to have to watch it and take notes and then get up here. You gave up on the Come Out Miami 2. I did because I had other stuff to do. I was on two. I had a panel that I was on, the lives that I do, the other shows that is going on. I was constantly being bombarded with information with Monique and Jamal and all of that. And that was the trending topic, not these gay YouTube reality shows. That wasn't a trending topic. I went with the trendy topics. And unfortunately for them, they want it. Thank you, Boo, for the cash app. Mwah. I appreciate it. Thanks, babe. No, I don't watch Married at First. I don't watch nothing like that. I don't watch Married at First Sight, Love After Lock. I don't watch nothing like that. I don't get into shows like that. I'm good. Lisa about to get cheated on. Her husband was clearly warning her. Ooh. Lisa, you better get your ish together, girl. You don't want to be walking around here like Jen, do you? With dealing with a husband who got his real family way in a whole nother state. You don't want to end up like her, girl. You better listen to your husband. Bow Wow pissed me off when he threw a fit when his manager told him to stop spending all that damn money and that his album was hot garbage. Me too, Raining with Rico. Me too. The girl, listen, I keep telling y'all, the only thing Bow Wow successfully done all of these years was sit up and get fat. Child. I think Jen's marriage is in the most trouble. Me too, Carrie. Deb Anthony tried it. Y'all think she kept that same energy after Wednesday's foolishness? Child. I don't know what to say about Deb. Y'all like up this video now. Like it up, like it up. Give me the 250 likes. I'm at 225. I think Lisa will be let go after this season. She was boring as hell and had no storyline at all. You might be right, Lil Mackie. She really didn't have much of a storyline, period. He could have made investments. With what money? With what money? Are we depending on the money from listen, the way he's dropped 300,000 stacks on a used Bentley, I highly doubt he used his money the right way, like buying investments. If he bought never mind. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Fine. Y'all say he bought investments and you know that's how he able to spend his money or whatever. Fine. I'm gonna let y'all have it. And spend his money on grown ass men, just like his manager said. He got yes people around him not telling him the truth. And I said that in my review. So, and then y'all expect me to believe that he spent his money on investments and stuff. I don't believe he really bought that car. It's reality TV. I don't really believe he bought it either. Like I said, we're not going to sit here and act like Bow Wow has never faked us out before, because he has. He's been faking us out since he was a teenager on MTV Cribs. Like, child. Did you see that DT got banned from Spotify, Shopify, Twitch, YouTube? Yeah, I heard. He invests in people to use him and make him look stupid. Absolutely. Now that's an investment. That's an investment. Ciao. Ciao. Especially that one boy. What's his name? The tall one that got them kicked out of the hotel and he had to pay like $1,000 fine. What was his name? Prime? Preem? No. Porky, whatever the hell his name was, especially him. Like out of the other ones, he the one that looked like he rolled out the bed out of Bankhead and just decided to be popping up at Baba. Like I'm telling y'all, like, but then again, you are the company you keep. So Pimpin', that's his name, Pimpin'. Pimpin' looked like the girl. Pimpin' looked like he just got out of the joint. Like child. Pimping all over the world. The fancy cars, the women in the caviar, child. And I already knew Pimpin' went about shit when he said he never been on the jet before. I said, and that right there, my dear friends, proves manager Andy's point. That right there. Pimpin', the only one who actually does music. Well, I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him at all, period. I've never heard of Pimpin'. I can't tell you a song. I can't name you a lyric. I can't name you an album. I can't name you a stanza. I can't name you a treble clef. I can't name you a bass clef. I can't name you a A flat, D flat, C minor, A natural. I can't name you none. I can't. I look, and y'all keep saying one of them do music, one of them do DJ. I ain't never heard of them niggas. None of them. The only one in there that I know is Bow Weezy, Shad Moss. That's the only one out of that circle of friends that I could pick out of a lineup. Like if I was to see them in a group together and I was really a fan, I would fan out the Bow Wow, not pimping. I don't know that girl. I don't know her. But you know, who am I? I'm so glad that Juan Dixon is not on this. I'm not. You know what, CC Freak? I'm not dealing with you. Send me my Cash App. It's in the it's scrolling under the it's scrolling in the banner. Cash App. You see it? It's scrolling in the banner. I'll put it in the chat though. Actually I can do it up here. I mean, but listen, I don't want to discredit nobody. If he is out here, listen, maybe I'm just taking him for granted because I've never heard of him. You know, maybe I'm taking him for granted because I've never heard of him. He could be, you know, he could be the thing. He could be. I'm just saying, I ain't never heard of him. There go my Cash App. I put it down there. You blind? You can't see? There go my Cash App. Hold on. There you go. Talking about something she blind, she can't see. Child. Did you see the promo picture for Basketball Wives? OG is not in the main cast photo. Well, if she's not, I'm not mad at her. Hey, Josiah, what's good, boo? Pimpin' was one of the franchise boy, a.k.a. Lean with a Rock with it, and he produces now. Did I ever listen to them franchise boys? Hold on, I did. If you ride rims, you know you ride flats. Yeah, I did listen to them. Okay. But that still don't mean I know his ass. I know the franchise boys. All right. I don't know them individually. I just know them as the franchise boys. But don't get me wrong. You gotta ride rims. You know, you ride flats. You know what I'm saying? That was my shit. You know, these 23s. If you ain't know, yeah, I know about the franchise boys. Yeah, I like them. And he produces now. What does he produce? What does he? I got a better question. Who does he produce? Hold on. Let me change up this color a little bit so that. Well, wait. No. Yeah, it's better to do it that way. Who did he produce? Since Miss Diva know everything, who did he produce? Help your brother find a winner love. Bro, the winter is almost up. We damn near the spring. You late. I'll help you find a spring boo. But if you're looking for a winter boo, child, they all gone. Everybody cuffed up now. You should have did that way back in September sometime to get ready for it. See, you start cuffing around September, October. And then you're already in a relationship November, December, January, February, March. As soon as it starts to get hot outside, that's when everybody start breaking up and people start showing their ass because now it's hot again. I didn't know who he was either until a recent interview with JD. Girl, we don't know him, Diva Nicole. We don't know him, daughter. We know the franchise boys, but we don't know him, daughter. LaToya Luckett announced her husband's good. I'm glad. Bow Wow makes music, unfortunately. Look, don't get me wrong. When Bow Wow first came out, I was in what? Middle school when Bow Wow first came out? I think it's about what? Sixth grade? Maybe seventh grade. when his first album, Beware the Dog, came out, I did have it. And then his second album, Doggy Bag, came out when I was in the 8th grade. That was back in 2001, 2002. I had it. I still do, actually. And then his third album, Unleashed, came out my sophomore year in high school. I got that album, and it was actually pretty good. And then Wanted came out my junior year. That was back about 04, 05. That was okay. I got that album. Now, after that, don't ask me, okay? That's when the whole thing, him and Omarion came out, and then they doing the Face Off came out, and then, you know, Jermaine Dupri caught them all hugged up on his couch, and he threw them out, and he forbade them to work together anymore. That's when they stopped working up until now. Yeah, that is a real story. Jermaine Dupri caught them, Kikiing, Fulalan, and damn near making coitus down to his couch, and he won't hear for it. And I don't blame him, because you're not about to have your coochie juices all over my goddamn good couch. I wasn't mad at him for that. And now that, you know, all of that's done, because y'all know that's when Mr. Omarion had to butch it up, and then that's when Mr. Omarion got with April and had the babies, and then that's when Bow Wow had a daughter, because y'all know the quickest way to stop a gay rumor is to have a baby. But I mean, you know how many baby daddies I done bumped? Okay, do you know how many niggas with kids I done laid up with? I don't know why people feel like I'm not gay and I approve it. I'm going to have a baby. Anyway. You did? You sent me a caption. I didn't get it. Hold on. You said you sent me one. I didn't get it, boo. You sure you sent it to RDog30 with the cash, with the number signal first? Because I didn't get it. Nothing popped up yet. So make sure you sent it to the what's on the screen, so you know somebody else won't get it. You know what I mean? So Omarion Bow Wow was hunching. Look. The story goes as follows. Omarion and Bow Wow was chilling at Jermaine Dupri's house one time. This is when they was doing the whole face-off thing, and they had an album together and all the rest of that stuff. And, you know, they was on the couch and they was cuddling up with each other, and Jermaine Dupri walked in on them. And that was when Jermaine Dupri broke up that whole Bow Wow Omarion face-off thing. Like, that's when all of that abruptly ended. Because y'all also remember he did an interview where somebody had said something about Omarion, and then Bow Wow went the fuck off. Like, he took up for his man. And Omarion just sat there with his lips poked out, looking like Evelyn Lozada. Looking like Evelyn Lozada with them lips. And letting his man fight his battle and all that. That was around the time when all of that happened. And then y'all remember when around the time all of that abruptly stopped? That was why. So, if Bow Wow is going to mention that relationship with Omarion also, then I will be here for it. I'll be here for the album, and I'll actually listen to it just to hear what he got to say about that. Yes, it's true what they're saying about B2K. That's girl, we all knew that. Omarion got a big peen. Bow Wow probably wanted to take a ride on the girl. Omarion was the girl in that relationship, honey. Okay, Omarion likes to be dominated, like most niggas do that got a big dick. But that's a whole other conversation for another day. Bow Wow was going to be on the second Millennium Tour with Omarion and them. Of course. It wouldn't have been right without Bow Wow being a part of it, because that was in the Millennium. That's when music was still good. It was in that area with the Bow Wows and the Omar and the B2Ks and the Pretty Rickies and all of that. You know what I mean? Wasn't all three of the boys turned out? Yeah, that's what they say. That's what Raz B said, honey. Raz B laid out all of it. Raz B laid out how Chris Stokes will make them sleep with each other and how who he say? He said Fizz and Omarion. I think he said Fizz and Omarion were down to do it. I don't think he mentioned anything about J Bug. I don't think he mentioned whether J Bug liked it or I think J Bug just went with the flow. But he can, and this was years ago. This ain't new. He came out with this story years ago. Okay, and his story has never changed, ever. He been telling the same story since 2008. It never changed, period. I remember when Bow Wow didn't want to let a gay barber cut his hair. They said it right. Oh my God, I think you're right about the dominance thing. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, it was Fizz and Bug. Oh, I thought it was Fizz and Omarion. I think he mentioned Bug. Well, maybe it was Fizz and Bug. But yeah, he mentioned how it didn't take much to make them want to fool out loud, fiddle around with each other. But Raz B won't own that. Raz B was like, girl, and then Raz B even admitted it. Raz B admitted it about how, he was confused about his sexuality after that he really didn't know whether he wanted to be straight or whether he wanted to be with a guy. And all that. He admitted all of that. He admitted it. Yeah, I'm sorry, boo. I still didn't get your Cash App. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll come up soon. Maybe it's just delayed or something. I don't know. But no, I didn't get anything, Pumpkin. Let me see. Did I get a text message? Nah, it ain't even send me a text message, boo. I don't know. You might have sent it to the wrong person. Well, they say J Bug slept with Omarion's mama. They say J Bug slept with Miss Leslie. Listen, I don't see it for Miss Leslie, but if Miss Leslie was able to sleep with Bug, I'm not mad at her. Okay, trust and believe you me. I'm nowhere near mad at it. If anything, I'm hating. I'm trying again. I'm new at this. Your name comes up. Yeah, that's my name. That's my name. So I don't know why it hasn't came yet. That's my name. Thank you, boo, for the super sticker. Girl, what you seeing? Thank you for the super sticker, boo. Hold on. You. Thank you for the super sticker. That's so that y'all can see it. Thank you. Keep it up. I'm trying, child. I'm trying. Yeah, everything he said was true. They was covering up. Why was they covering up? I don't know. But they was covering up. Well, I do know. They, because who wants that to be bought out? You know what I'm saying? Who wants people to have that associated with it? You know what I mean? So, I mean, and then plus they wanted the fame. They wanted the fame. They wanted the glitz. They wanted the glam. They wanted, they wanted it. So, Speaking of Lil Fizz, did y'all see Lil Fizz dick pic that was floating around on Twitter? I can't show y'all up here, but girl, it is it's weird looking. Like he looked like he about a good 7.5, maybe. But the head of it is just so it's me personally. I would do it just to say that I let him hit, but it wouldn't be nothing that I would continuously do. It looks weird. It's the head. The head, like it's something with the head, girl. I can't get with it. But I got it, baby. Thank you. I just got it. And thank you for the Cash App too, boo. I just got you. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the two of y'all for the Cash App. Mwah, mwah. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'm doing a fabulous job, big bro. Thank you. Yeah, I got you, boo. Mwah. Thank you for your Cash App. Alan Vision, Aries, just God. Well, I appreciate you, Vita. Thank you. Listen, I just so happened to be on Twitter, and I was on El Teddy Twitter page, and y'all know El Teddy nasty. And I was like on a celebrity eggplant thing, and it was a video. They showed the video of him cleaning it off when he was in the shower, and then it had a picture next to, and it was just the head. Like if the head won't so, weird looking. Like I wish I could draw a picture, y'all. I wish I could draw a picture. Like I said, I would have did it just to say that I laid down with him and y'all hoes is mad, but it sure ain't gonna be nothing that I will be calling to get again. And if he was to call me to get it again, I would be like, listen, we was just two ships that passed in the night, and I don't want that no more. Like that's what it would be. It's shaped like the head of it is shaped like a banana. Yeah, that's a good one. The head is shaped like a banana, and then you got a little ass shaft, and then a big head. Like, listen, April loved it, obviously. Moniece loved it, obviously, and all of them other hoes that he was laying down with liked it, obviously. So who am I? But nah, it was bigger than a mushroom top. It was way bigger than a mushroom top. Like it was just weird looking. I mean, for me, like with the way he was getting around on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I was expecting him to be swang-a-lang like Safari or something. Like that's what I was expecting, something like what Safari got. The way he was getting around and the way that the girls was fighting over it, I just knew that he was just about to pull out an anaconda up out of that thing, and I was just gonna be like, yes, Fierce, I take back everything I ever said about you solely because I want it. Now, once you give it to me, then you go back to being little teeny tiny. That's why Moniece gave you that name, Little Tiny Fizzle Pop. That's why she gave you that name. Now it makes sense. See, Moniece told us 2 years ago, and we couldn't pay attention to the context clues. Now this video and picture, that's where that name came from. That was a good name to give to Moniece, because that's exactly what it is. Child, Moniece warned us a couple of years ago about that Tina Turner Fizzle Pop crack. I did not understand where that came from. Now I do. You just saw it. It was little. Yeah, but did you see that head? It's the head, girl. I couldn't do it. Like, like, nah, boy. Because the only pleasure I'm going to be getting is the head. Because the shaft only this big. The shaft only this big. I mean, nah, Lil Mackie, Joshua ain't lying. Joshua likes to be rammed up with Diagas as big as my forearm. So to him, that's small. He ain't lying to you. I know Joshua for his works. It's the stroke game. It's the stroke game that turned the girls out. Salute me. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I can honestly say there has never been a time where I've had a guy with a little meat that I turned around and said, but that motion of that ocean was the T girl. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it was little, but that stroke gang I was never that girl. I was always the one like it was little and it gave little dick sex. I mean, I had to I got mad the best way I knew I could, and that's just I ain't never been that girl. I'm just sorry. You miss BBOD, child. I don't miss BBOD. He must gave good head to keep those girls fighting. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Stroke only matters after a certain size. Too small is simply too small. I mean, that's all it. Look, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But and there's no shade to none of my male subscribers up here who got little dicks. It's no shade to y'all, okay? I'm not speaking on y'all sex game. I'm really not. Y'all could be running around here making the best squirt. I'm not speaking on y'all. I'm only speaking for me. And why is it that men don't ever like to admit that they dick little? I never understood that. Listen, if it's little, it's little. What would you much rather have happen? For me to be like, yo, what that dick do? And then you be like, I mean, it ain't as big as you probably wanted, but I'm good at what I do. Or, oh yeah, my junk, oh yeah, man, please. My junk, how you climb around, like you gonna be shocked when I pull it out. And then you get me all hyped up, and then we get down to your spot, and then I am shocked that your 34-year-old ass pulling out an 8-year-old dick, and then I have to embarrass you. But see, that's your fault. Because you just should have been honest with what God gave you. You could have prevented the embarrassment and the ridicule and the turmoil. You could have prevented that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely saw whatchamacallit from Legendary. Yes, God. You know I did. You gotta give gray head. Trust me, I'm nice. Oh dear God, Prophet, Big Bro, I'm not dealing with you. Child. And what's the point of having a little dick but knowing how to give good head? Because then you ain't gonna never get no sex. The only thing you're gonna be doing is munching on carpets for the rest of your life. I mean, listen, I will invest in a pump. Like if I had a dude that I really liked and he had a little dick, I would just get him a pump. I would get him a pump. But see, what I would see, I wouldn't embarrass him. It'd just be like, oh, you're going to like it. It'll make you feel good. And, I just continue to do that and get it to, where it will satisfy me because they do help it grow. So, you work with them. You work with them. That's my point. You work with them. But anyway, y'all, girl, I don't know how we got on this, but I'm about to end it because it's been 2 hours and 4 minutes. It's 1 o'clock. I got to get ready to get up out of here soon. But this has been so much, girl. I don't know how we got here. I love you guys. I love on you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your cash apps, your super chats, the super stickers, the PayPals, the likes, the comments, the shares. It really does mean a lot. Shout out to Yocrates for coming into the building. Shout out to Josiah's World TV for coming into the building. Shout out to Nisi Dixon for being in the building. Shout out to Really B for being in the building. Shout out to everybody. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure tonight, the panel at 9 o'clock, on Scotty's channel. Make sure you're there. We're going to discuss everything from Real Housewives of Atlanta to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City to what's going on in the news, growing up hip hop, all that good stuff. So make sure that y'all are there tonight. How you behind there tonight? If YouTube don't ban me again, I'll put my Prophet. Don't do that. You can always send it to the DM though. You can always send it to the DM though, since you want somebody to see it so bad. Y'all, I'm gone. I love you guys. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Mwah, 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 mwah. Y'all continue to be blessed. Be safe.